It's Week 13 of the NFL, and this one features Eric Kendricks, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Chiefs and the Ravens, next on Madden Football.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal. Right to the air is Rodgers. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Here's Rodgers. He's got the connection to Moore. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that pregame defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's White. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Again, this is White. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Finds his man is John Mechie. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Ravens had 7-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Alec Pierce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Now Rodgers. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 28-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know this made me jump at the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He finds Moore in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 13 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He gets this one to Mechie. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Duvernay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's White. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3 yards to go.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. But now look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
At the 38-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This taken in by Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And a dump off to White. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Bass is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Quickly out wide to Mechie.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Loose inside the 30.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 12-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And the Ravens first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Back to throw.
George Kittle.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Second and 2 at the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
John Mechie
From 3 yards out.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go. That's my man, in concert.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Rodgers throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime, and what's
halftime over? No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Rodgers now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Going right side is Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
More the motion man right.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Rodgers now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This will be complete to Mechie.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A give for Edwards running right.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The drive starts with a run by White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at at the 31-yard line.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens taking the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Rodgers.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 39 yards there. A good one.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only we were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Off to the races. Inside the 20.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll set up to throw.
And he's got Pierce.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Back to throw now on first down.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying the left side with Gibbs.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. short. They'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with a give to White.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
You know, I was going to ask if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt.